Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll solve the cast ripple puzzle. The goal is to take it apart and pull it back together. It reminds me of a really difficult puzzle from Hanayama called Cast Cyclone, also a recent one. So this has 3 pieces, so 5 out of 6. And this should be difficult. It's made of metal. I'm not sure if all the pieces are the same, but they do seem a little different. We'll unbox this and see for ourselves. I got this from Crux Puzzles. They sent this to me. If you want to get this puzzle, I'll put a link in the video description. Now let's start the solution. Every time I solve an Hanayama puzzle, it's completely different. And although they are very similar in material, they are always different from one another. Always. There's like no single 2 Hanayamas that are completely the same. There's some similar ones, but most of them are completely different. This one is by Kyoo Wong, which is a designer that usually makes really difficult puzzles. So let's see if I'll be able to solve this, and maybe you guys will notice the solution before I do. Out of the box, this feels really heavy. Whoa, I did not expect that. Really heavy and sturdy and nice. It actually looks really beautiful, doesn't it? Really beautiful. The pieces actually look a little wobbly. I have a piece with Hanayama written on it, and every one of the pieces has a small small club and a big one. Looks like twisted clubs of sorts, some kind of weird art. So I'm gonna start off the timer while we examine this thing, and it looks daunting from the very beginning, and it also reminds me of Cast Vortex. Also, I noticed something cool here. The silver pieces have a cut on the bottom. You can see it from here, this small plateau. And the cut looks exactly the same on both of them. It might be a little different. So now they're locked like this. Most likely I'll need to memorize what's happening from here on, because the first move is usually, with this kind of puzzles, the hardest to remember. I guess twisting is not what I need here. This reminds me of Vortex, which is one of my hated Hanayamas. I hope the solution here will be different from that one. So this feels locked, everything feels locked. Doesn't seem like there's anything I can do. This piece though feels a bit off. And this as well, maybe I need to oh my god. Oh, these are 2 different pieces. Maybe I need to take these 2 and twist them like that, or take this one. It seems like the golden piece is the center, and the golden piece also has 2 similar clubs. They're the same size exactly, and this probably means that the silver pieces have some kind of movement that they do to enter this. So I guess this would need a movement that happens at the same time. I will hold onto this and that, since it's the same piece, and this and that. Let's see which moves I can do. I guess some kind of twist is gonna be required here. Whoa. Or maybe not a twist, but something like, oh my god. How did it even get inside? Probably pushing these will work. No, it doesn't make sense, because then the large clubs will get inside. I think pushing these 2 is the answer. Yeah, so this feels like I can push it a bit. If I do the same movement from both sides, this should work. So I will opt to do this first. Oh, but also maybe I need to do like a twist to one direction. Or maybe move it to here. So this piece says Ripple. It's hard to see this on the camera, but this says Ripple and this says Hanayama. So I will remember that these go opposite to each other. Golden piece is kind of like just stuck there. So yeah, it reminds me of the Vortex puzzle, which is a really hated puzzle by me. A really hated Vortex, and I'm not sure I like this from the get-go. Maybe I'll change my mind. I do really want to crack this one though, but I'm not sure at all how I should start this. Push on this, push on that, push on this, push on this, push on that. Maybe I'll just push on these ones and slowly they will disengage. 1, 2, no, I think I'll push on these. Push on this and that, push on this at the same time. So these versus these, like that. And most importantly, these ones. But that doesn't make sense. I think this would be the way. Push these two to the opposite, like that. What is this, man? What is this? I'm already 8 minutes stuck in the very first move. What's happening here? My hands are sweaty now. It's hard to move this. Wiggles a bit. What is the direction of the wiggle? Okay. You see. I think this is gonna twist. Right? Oh my god. If this twists, yeah, that's gonna twist. That one's gonna twist for sure. If this twists, then these somehow follow. Okay. I took them a little bit back out of one another. So the final move is like pushing this really hard until they come together and fit like this. Something like that. Okay, so I rotate this and I pull these. It seemed like almost nothing happened, but this thing is actually rotating with them. And I think the secret is that this piece is gonna rotate all the, without the whole solution. This is gonna be like a piece that stays there while everything else kind of like Whoa. So these somehow need to get farther from each other. Twist this while doing so. This requires some force, doesn't it? Or maybe not force as much as like rotation. I don't know, whatever that is. I'm gonna take a break to dry my hands a bit. I'm back smarter and less sweaty, which is some really big pros. And now let's see what we've got here. I must say this puzzle looks really good. I don't see such beautiful puzzles every day. And Hanayama are also really skilled at making puzzles like these. Also, I must say, this looks like these want to rotate to the side. Now, to do this, I'll have to... Oh wait, actually noticed something. Did I notice this? No, that's not true. I thought I saw something, but I didn't. Let's try to release these. Oh, okay. These small wiggles seem effective. This can somehow pass right there. Oh yeah, nice. First move done. That guy was tight. So to put it to the beginning, these two need to be like really tight together. And to take it out, I have to push this through like that. Right here. And nice. So now it's somewhat released. The timer takes all the focus. Somewhat released. How should it look in the end though? Nice. Okay, so now I understand the first move and I feel confident enough to start taking it apart. So that went here. I have to notice how everything fits. And whoa. No, that's trippy. I would guess these have to somehow go on top of the other, but also there's one slit here, small cut here that's really hard to see, and one cut here. Is there this cut there as well? No, there's only one here, but not here. Yeah, this really reminds me of Cast Vortex. Start by doing this can probably pass through here. Manage to pass these one through another. I'll be able to take this apart. So these are inside in opposite ways. How can I keep this focused? For God's sake, let's take all of these out of the way. This should make it easier. Okay. Let's see, so that's how this looks. Yeah, it reminds me of Vortex so much. And if these are opposite, so I guess this would be the last one to go out. These should somehow escape one another. Might be a coordinate motion kind of thing. Ooh. That's some really unusual movements right there. This went all the way inside while having the gold one. Whoa, that was cool. Okay, I wanna show you this again. So this is the position it's at. I'm taking these and now these are gonna twist. Let's see if the twist is correct. Here, this is where the twist should start. Wow, that was really beautiful. Here you go. So I start here and this goes all the way with the twist and maneuvers. I have to maneuver the golden piece right so it doesn't get in the way. Really beautiful, oh my god. That's some really beautiful movements. I have to do this again. I'm not sure how I did this before that, but I get the concept of what needs to happen, which is the most important thing. Just doesn't have to be in the way. There you go. Wow. That's actually really beautiful. Bam, look how they disconnect now. And this one is just laying around there. Bam. Just like that. Wow. That was beautiful. Some really beautiful moves there. I really want to show this to you when it's disassembled. How do I take this out? I guess that's why I have this slit right there to bring it. Huh. So let's see if there's something unique about this piece that went out first. It's the Hanayama piece. So I'm gonna put it on the side, and these two are opposite here. And whoa, that's such a beautiful movement. Did you see that? Oh my god. Wow, I really like this. So these two went out last. This took me 30 minutes to take apart. Now let's put it back together. So I'm taking these two. I'm doing this beautiful movement again. So that's how it was. Wow, that's really, really something else. Yeah, it reminds me of a few different Hanayamas. I won't tell which, not to spoil, but if you guys know what I mean, then feel free to write it in the comments. Then I'm gonna take this one out next and combine the two. Question is, what will be the right way to combine these? So I wager it would be this, like that. So I'm gonna do that, but this has to be inside all the while, because if this is not inside the golden piece, then I won't be able to get back to the beginning position where everything is connected. So I'm gonna do that. Real beautiful moves right there. Some reason I couldn't do it. Okay, so now they're in. I need this to be inside as well, like that. So everything happens in tandem. It's quite hard to follow, but if you understand what's going on, then something is really wrong with you as a person. Because at this point, it's really difficult to understand what happens. There's like only the strategy, the concepts of what goes when are apparent, but like, what actually happens is quite difficult to keep track of. There you go. From here, I will combine these. No, it's not how it should go. Yeah, so all of them should be connected one inside the other, so this should somehow get inside that one. There you go. So as it goes deeper and deeper inside, they should all combine until finally you can put them one on top of the other. So this guy I bet most of you guys are looking at this and are really frustrated with how long it takes me. But, oh, I feel like I'm actually almost there. Oh, so they're all one inside the other. And the ones that should be near the center are the small ones. So this has to be there. This should somehow fit here. Like that. And now I'll tell you what's the problem. I think I put them from the wrong direction. So the biggest hint I get from the beginning is that the two pieces need to be like that in the end. And this will have to go in between. But I'm not sure how to actually get there. I think the order of how we put the pieces is incorrect. It should be too hard to put apart. There weren't a lot of moves to it. Everything is about the order of putting the pieces. Okay, so I finally got this out. Now I can try and take this apart finally and try and put it back in a different way, which I believe is the road to the solution. There you go. So if that's not good, probably need to put it upside down. Try from here. From the fat parts. So instead of combining the smaller parts, I'm combining the fat ones first. Let's see if, first of all, if it's possible to do. I did notice when I took them out. I believe that if it works, then I'll be able to solve this. I do remember that the silver parts were a bit difficult to combine, so it would make sense. Trying again the normal way. It will only work if actually, it seems like this can work. This can work if I just find the right way to fit these. Yeah, I've got to the right point because the two fatties are on the side. Sorry for calling them that. And now all I need to turn this to the side a bit and address this golden thing. Two things for it to be solved. One is fit one of these on top in some way, maybe like that. And two is fit the other one from the other side. But how do I do this? Yeah, that's a test of patience for sure. But I won't give up. Although they got this far, there's no way I will give up. It's just a little bit. I'm there. I'm always looking at the assembled state as a reference. It's on the side, but I do need to look at it. And this one seems to be inside that one. So this is really helpful, which means there's something I need to change here because I can't seem to fit this all the way here because this one doesn't let me do that. Even if I put it here, then it's stuck. I see the problem now. This has to be inside that guy, so let's move it through it. What happened now? Why did this just come up apart? think I didn't put this in the right direction as well. So I'll flip this and put it like that. Maybe now. Find a way to fit this right. Yeah, so this goes here. Now this will have to be here. Oh my god. Yeah, like this. And this has to go inside both of these. So this will start here, and maybe I can also pull it through this one at the same time. There you go. So I'm doing both at the same time, which seems to be the way I did it when I put it initially. I actually remember how taking the pieces apart was much harder than I did it before, and that's why it makes so much sense that this is kind of difficult to do right now, because also when I just started the puzzle, it was really hard to manipulate, and that just makes me more confident that I'm in the right direction. So just a bit more, and I'm there. That's right. I'm so close, I just know this. I'm completely sure that I'm almost there. There you go. Super close right there, super close. This will need to go here, like that. And now from this position, you should be able to solve it. Bam, bam, and just this one, and let's go. Let's go. It's a lot less stiff than before. Like when I just started solving it, it was stiff as fuck, man. Like hyper duper stiff. But this time, wait. Yeah, that's how it was. These were together. These were inside. Maybe I can like turn this a bit to make it more like sturdy, but overall, yeah, overall this guy is now solved. And let's just confirm it with here, and yeah, you can see that we've got it all right. Oh shit. Nope, this has to pass here, I guess, for it to be completely solved. It has to be like really has to pass this hoop kind of thing, and after that, there you go. There you go. Just a little bit more. And yeah, there it is. I guess just the pieces got a little bit more loose while solving this, but essentially this should be considered solved now. There you go. Now this is the official solved position, and yeah, is it something like that. So try to like push it a bit more. Yeah, this set, it took me, you won't believe the time it took me. It took me 1 hour and 24 minutes. Subscribe if you enjoyed this torture, and watch this cast puzzle next if you like this kind of puzzles and you want to see more.